In the early hours of April 26, 1986, the world witnessed one of the worst man-made disasters in history, the catastrophic explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Located near the city of Pripyat in northern Ukraine, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant was a major part of the Soviet Union's power grid. It housed 4 RBMK nuclear reactors, 2 of which were still under construction. The night of April 26, 1986, a night that taught the world a grim lesson. If nuclear energy is handled irresponsibly, the destruction can be limitless. This is Chernobyl, the worst nuclear disaster in human history. The Chernobyl nuclear power plant was located near the city of Pripyat in Ukraine. That night, a safety test was being conducted on reactor number 4. But tragically, a mix of system failure, poor training, and violation of safety protocols led to an explosion. It was so powerful that the reactor's roof blew off, and deadly radioactive material began spreading into the atmosphere. 2 people died immediately after the blast, and within weeks, more than 30 workers succumbed to radiation sickness. Thousands were affected. The entire city of Pripyat was evacuated. Radioactive clouds spread across parts of Europe. Cases of thyroid cancer in children increased, animals and plants died, and the land remained toxic for years. Nearly 600,000 individuals put their lives at risk to clean up the radioactive mess. These liquidators included soldiers, engineers, firefighters, and volunteers. They built a massive concrete shield around the reactor, called the sarcophagus, to prevent further radiation leakage. Chernobyl was not just an accident. It was a warning. When governments hide the truth and assign risky tasks to untrained personnel, the consequences can last for generations. The disaster raised global questions about nuclear safety. Many countries scaled back their nuclear programs. Chernobyl is still an exclusion zone. In some areas, radiation levels remain dangerous. It stands as a silent monument, a reminder that when humanity tampers with the laws of nature, the result is often catastrophic. The Chernobyl nuclear disaster released an enormous amount of radioactive material, making it the worst nuclear accident in history in terms of radiation released and its long-term impact. 400 times more radioactive material was released than in the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima in 1945. Around 5.2 exabecquerels, EBQ, that's 5.2 billion becquerels, of radioactivity was released into the atmosphere. The International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, estimates that 3.5% of the reactor's radioactive core, about 5 to 6 tons, escaped into the environment. Radiation spread over Belarus, Ukraine, Russia, and much of Europe. In some areas, radiation levels were 100 times higher than the lethal dose. The red forest near the plant absorbed so much radiation that trees died within minutes and turned red-brown. Workers and firefighters at the site were exposed to lethal doses, up to 16 to 20 sieverts. A dose of just 4 to 5 sieverts is enough to kill 50% of people within a month without treatment. Chernobyl was not just a local disaster. It was a global radioactive event. The sheer volume and reach of radiation made parts of the area uninhabitable for centuries. Chernobyl told a story of power, negligence, and silence. It's a lesson, a tragedy, and a warning to prevent such disasters from ever happening again.